Hey there, Miguel here. Welcome to the Offboarding Cheat Sheet. This is the document that we use with clients when we start working with them and we try to understand how they could reduce churn at the moment of cancellation. So yeah, just as a quick overview, this has five main tabs, which are the steps that users should go through in their offboarding. You don't have to fill out all of them, but the more complete it is, the higher the likelihood that you can retain users and the better quality of information you can get from the moment that they are canceling. So we start with the loss aversion one. This is a pretty straightforward. This is the psychological principle, which is if you highlight what users tend to lose at the moment of cancellation, they're more likely to stay or at least to delay the cancellation. And at the same time, you can start to identify which users are more likely to cancel in the future because if they've canceled after they enter this cancellation flow, you can get informed of that. So here, the main goal is what is the main result that you provide and that they would really lose if they cancel. This is usually really relatively straightforward. If you go to your website, it's likely the main headline. It's the main result that you offer your users. So usually this some sentences like this should be pretty simple. Second one is survey the reason. Now, this one is a little bit more complex. Ideally, you're already collecting some sort of reason. What I typically suggest when I start working with companies that do this is go through your existing churn reasons list and actually go through the comments one by one and try to understand what's the real reasons that they mean. And so if you read the comments, sometimes the existing reasons don't actually match the reason. And I'm going to give you an example. Let's say, for example, that someone says, this is actually a practical example that I had with a customer not so long ago. One of the features, one of the integrations that they had was one of the main features of their app, and it didn't work that well. It wasn't that stable. And what happened was they had different reasons like technical issues or missing features or even too expensive. And people selected these reasons almost somewhat randomly, but when you read the comments, it said a lot of them mentioned this specific integration. So what we did was we updated so that one of the reasons mentioned specifically this integration, and that had a huge effect in helping the customer success really understand and really be able to show with data to the product and to engineering that this is the main reason why people were canceling. Um, but yeah, if you don't have data for this, here are some suggestions. This is really basic, and I'm sure you can come up with a couple more knowing your product better. So then, based on the reason, you can have different offers. You can also have just a single offer, but the more customized you can have the offers, the more likely it is that you're able to retain users. So this is also pretty straightforward. So for example, here, if the reason why people are canceling is because they did what they wanted, they don't need it anymore, you can offer that they pause the subscription instead. They might need it later, and so yeah, this would be one strategy. If it's too expensive, you can try to get them with a coupon. If there are some technical issues, you can try to solve the issues for them. And yeah, so again, this is something that you would need to know from your end. What are the offers that you can make, and also the offers that the business authorizes per cancellation reason. My suggestion here is that you really iterate over this. So don't be too restrained by offering too much. Try to test it out, and then if it seems like okay, more people are accepting this offer, so maybe the offer is too good, then you can dial it back. But usually that's not the case. I mean, usually you want to reach the optimal point as quickly as possible. So try it out with different types of offers. As for number four, collect feedback. This is the most important part. Like, allow users with a normal text input to tell you as much detail as they want to as for why they're canceling. Um, this is a no-brainer, and this is a very good source of useful information. A lot of companies don't even have this step, and they're just missing out. It's not only that you're losing the users on the short term; it's also that you don't really know why they're canceling, so you can't really improve your product that well. And then five is actually process cancellation. So this just means like actually allow users to cancel. Don't be those people that after the 5 steps that they will just still be subscribed and they will then have to jump on a call with you to actually be able to cancel. This just creates a bad user experience and drives users away. So I would suggest that you just have a simple message. Maybe what you can do in addition to letting them cancel is to say, um, I would offer you $50, a voucher of $50 if you jump on a call with me for half an hour and you tell me really in depth what were you expecting from this product, how did you use it, and why did it fail to meet your expectations, and what are you using now to solve the same problem that you had. This is already very useful information. At least like 5 to 7 of those in-depth interviews will go a long way in you understanding how you can improve your product. All right. So this is just a very quick offboarding cheat sheet. I hope this was useful. Um, Feel free to use it, and if you're open and if you need additional help, feel free to let me know. And I'm happy to jump on a quick call. You should have the link to book a call with me at the end of the article. Thank you, and have a nice day.